The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Birmingham, Alabama, weighing in at 347 pounds, the Samoan Pitbull, Andre Otunga!
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. It is Tuesday Night Rage here on a Wednesday. We are live tonight from Italy as DeAndre Otunga makes his way down to the ring here tonight as he will have this opening bout. Action-packed Rage here on a Wednesday night. Chad Cattleman at ringside here tonight. And we are going to be ready for action. As DeAndre Otunga the Samoan Pitbull, who is scheduled to take on Sinister Perry at the pay-per-view this coming Saturday for that X Division Championship.
The Thrill Seekers from Manchester, New Hampshire, weighing in at 205 pounds, Colt Sabin!
And he'll take on Colt Sabin, who will have the matchup here tonight. Colt Sabin, one half of the Sabin brothers, who will be in action. We saw Hero Sabin last week in action, and well, tonight we'll see the other half in action tonight. Last week, Hero Sabin was in that matchup for that number one contendership. Of course, it came down to Dirty Sanchez and DeAndre Otunga. Otunga winning by pinfall. Get ready here for this one as Colt and DeAndre will go at it. Adrian Butler, the referee, here in this matchup. And a big shout out to our good friend Terrence and the rest of the Piper family watching. Nice takedown right there by Otunga. And a big shout out going out to Wes Figs watching down in Chicago, Illinois here tonight. And stomping away is Otunga at Colt Sabin here tonight as we are live from Italy tonight. This is the go-home show to Empire Rising that will happen this Saturday live on YouTube pay-per-view. So check your local listings. It's usually at the same time, but just check just in case. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Nice drop kick right there from Colt Sabin and DeAndre Otunga, taking him down. And now rocking him just a little bit. They're going to tie up right here, and I'm sure Sinister Perry is watching in the locker room area. And still tied up right here. Kick out right there by Otunga now. Perhaps going for the Swanton. And that's exactly what he's going for. Swanton bum connects right here. Let's see if it's enough. Hook of the leg, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. The matchup does continue here on the program. And a lot of drama-filled action here tonight. Including that 6-man tag team matchup later on tonight between the A-listers and the Reapers and Smoke. Wes going unfortunately with the A-listers, making a reunion for one night only here tonight. And Otunga takes him down right there, and this could be it right here. 1, 2, and a kick out. The matchup does continue. And I went for the spear right there, but a leapfrog Jones from Colt Saban says otherwise, and turns him around with a big punch right there. Now Colt Saban might be looking for a big move right here, another slap, and you don't want to get into a slugfest with this big son of a gun. And now back and forth chops and punches. And I think these two combustible elements are about to go off. And I was wrong about that. Colt Saban takes down Otunga surprisingly. And tell you what, these Saban brothers, there's nothing to mess with. And a super kick from Colt Saban picks him back up right here. Well, let's see. DDT connects right there from Colt, and still doesn't go for a cover right here. I'm not sure what he's waiting for. Oop, a roll-up right here. 1, 2, and well, another roll-up right here. 1, 2, and a kick out. Matchup does continue. And now Cole with a counter right here. And oh, look at this big axe kick right here. And he might be going for another swanton right here for the big upset. And he does connect with a second swanton. Let's see if it's enough right here tonight. Take down the big man. 1, 2, and 3. And Colt Saban does it. Big victory tonight over the #1 contender for the X Division Championship. And Sinister Perry must be in the back laughing his butt off here tonight as his opponent for this Saturday does get defeated by Colt Saban, who is no slug in his own right. Thought that was going to be the turning point right there, but was not enough. And a big strike right there. And Saban just kept on slugging away. Big super kick connector right there. And then, well, these roll-ups right here, I thought, could have been an easy victory for Otunga. Then a swanton connected for the second time, and that was all she wrote here tonight. And Colt Saban wins against the #1 contender. We'll be right back with more Wednesday night version of Rage right after this.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the Worldwide Television Championship.
All right, Television Championship is on the line. Coming up next, as Amber make her way down to the field. Excuse me, not to the field, down to the ring here tonight. All right, a big shout out going out to TJ watching down in South Carolina. One of our loyal subscribers here on the telecast. Right now, Amber making her way down to the ring. This is the trilogy between these two women, as Amber's already won the title, and so has the man that's about to come out here. The woman, I should say. Excuse me. Ophelia O'Shea making her way down to the ring here tonight. The television champion, and this is for all the marbles. She's here near the homeland here in the European tour, and after Saturday we'll be headed back to the States. And one person that's not ready to go back, and that's Hector Hernandez. He's in a pickle as of late, as accusations of him having one of our own pregnant, and that's Dastardly, who stayed behind in the States. You see the television championship on your screen. We're down at ringside now for the start of this matchup.
Introducing the challenger from Hollywood, California, the Idol, Amber. And her opponent from New York, the Worldwide Television Champion, Olivia O'Shea.
All right, ready for this matchup as both the women have been introduced here tonight. And, of course, the traditional showing of the title to the challenger. She knows what it's all about. We all know what it's all about, and now it's time for business as Amber and Ophelia will get ready for this matchup. And we are ready. The bell has rung. Here we go. Television championship on the line here tonight. And Ophelia's taking down Amber already in a nice kick off the springboard. And those big knuckle brawl type hits right there. And, of course, gets that from her brother Odin O'Shea, who, of course, Odin O'Grady and Sean O'Grady watching in Canada. So big shout out to them across the pond. And Australia using some old school tactics right there that have been used for many years by many of our superstars here. And a big takedown right there by Amber, and she's all fired up trying to get that television championship back. Again, the final matchup here for that television championship. Of course, later on tonight, we do have Barbie and Michelle that are going to come down to ringside for a signing of the of that contract for that big matchup coming up this weekend for the Undisputed Women's Championship. And what a move right there by Amber, and Ophelia not looking too good now as the tables have turned just a little bit. And well, Ophelia gets back up as soon as I said that. Seems to be the theme here, and a roll-up right here. Crucifix pin one and a kick out. The matchup does continue here. And Ophelia with those shots one more time. But Amber back up to a vertical base, and these two women are going to tie up. Back and forth we go here. And nice tie-up elbow and collar right there by Ophelia. And look at this now. Nice back tie-up right there by Amber. And they're going a little old school here tonight, as most of the Federation has been doing as of late. Going a little old school, slowing things down, not so much of the flash. Again, these two women know each other very well. As this is the rubber match, if you will. If you just joined us, Chad Kettleman at ringside, OG stayed behind. due to his age and health issues. So he'll be back on the program next week when we get back to the States. And these women just slowing things down, and the crowd here in Italy getting a little impatient here. Up to the leg, 1, 2, and a kick out. We are in Milan here tonight. Of course, the European tour will end in Rome for that big pay-per-view matchup, and a big counter right there by Amber. And now look at this. Big kick right there from Amber. And now the springboard missile drop kick connects, and this could be it right here, but she's going to go for it all right here. Let's see what she's going to come up with against Ophelia. And now she comes for the crossface right here. Crossface connected. Will she tap out right here? She has nowhere to go. Not sure if she can withstand the strength right there. She does. As she ran out of stamina right there, she had to let it go. And now Amber again, big shot right there, 1, 2, and not enough. Amber trying to get that title back and win it once and for all. Nice code breaker right there for her. Now trying to pick up Ophelia back up again. And another kick right there, but she missed. Went to the well too many times with those kicks. And now an Irish whip right here. Let's see Ophelia right into the abdomen area right here. And now ripcord clothesline connects. And Ophelia looking at retain the championship, 1, 2, and another kick out. The matchup does continue here. So a pretty damn good title matchup here tonight. And still got some other matches later on tonight. Perry takes on Famous Joe, and we all know that blunder that happened earlier on today. And that will happen a little bit later on tonight. Max Phantom will take on Dirty Sanchez one-on-one later on tonight, so that'll be an interesting matchup. Of course, Gunner in action, taking on Ike Ono later on tonight. As Dave Danger is out with an injury after last week's assault in the backstage area by Gunner and by Cody Baki. And now look at these two women now going back and forth, a little slugfest here tonight between the two women. And knife edge chop. And these two women have brawled it out before. Here they go. They're going to go out. It's a cat fight tonight here in Milan. Beating the hell out of each other. And Amber got the best of that one right there. And now the crossface hits one more time. If she can get her to tap right here, it will be over and she will be the new champion. And she does it. Amber wins the matchup and the new reigning television champion. And, well, there will be no more rematch for Ophelia. As, well, this is the rubber band match, the trifecta, if you will, and that's going to be it for her. One, two, and, well, kick out right there. Just watch the replays. And I really thought Ophelia had it right there, but a counter from Amber. That's what set it all up right here. Counter after counter. The X Factor connected, but nothing doing there. Old breaker connected. A slew of moves right here tonight for this matchup. And Clothesline City, and right here, that was all she wrote. She tapped out with the crossface. And Amber is your winner here tonight. New television champion. We'll be right back with more right after this.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from South Park, Colorado, weighing in at 205 pounds, Max Penta.
Max Phantom making his way to the ring, and this man right here always lights up the show. Get ready here tonight. It's Max Phantom. Is here at ringside, ready for action, ready for a one-on-one matchup with Dirty Sanchez, who's been turning over a new leaf. And speaking of him, here he comes. Dirty Sanchez.
And his opponent, representing Los Boricuas from Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico, weighing in at 186 pounds, Dirty Sanchez.
There he comes, Dirty Sanchez making his way down to the ring. Dirty Sanchez was, a millisecond away from being the #1 contender for the X Division Championship. To face Sinister Perry for the championship, but it was not meant to be, as DeAndre Otunga, who lost his matchup earlier on tonight, ended up beating him. And we're off and running here in this matchup. Max Phantom against Dirty Sanchez, and this type of X Division, we don't really call it the Cruiserweight here. And of course, there's no Cruiserweight because, of course, that would defeat the purpose if Perry was the champion. Nice hip toss right there by Dirty Sanchez. And now look at this. Springboard. Oh, he overshot him. Big shout out going out to Angelo watching from Boston, Massachusetts area. Oh, what a double stomp right there with those cowboy boots right to the face of Max Phantom. Of course, he has that mask on. So it's going to affect him, but maybe not as much if he didn't have the mask on. And a nice dragon screw takedown right there, and a nice moonsault off the springboard by Max Phantom. Tell you what, this crowd right here, Milan, all fired up here tonight for a Wednesday night version of of Rage here. Low bridge right there by Dirty Sanchez, and he might be going for a springboard again. Let's see this time he can connect. And it does connect right into the face of Max Phantom, and going up to the top rope. I don't know if it's too far for him, but he's going to launch himself. Dirty Sanchez with a big elbow to the back. And going up again, this time to the middle rope here. Asking or waiting for Max Phantom, and kicks off that turnbuckle, does Dirty Sanchez, and I don't know if he's thinking of doing something illegal right here. And big shot to the back right there, big knee to the back of the head right there. A nice sweep right there by Dirty Sanchez. Dirty Sanchez now might be looking to size up Max Phantom and take him down, but doesn't hit, but he hits that snap suplex. Spring, oh, nope, didn't hit right there. Max Phantom now on the offense right here, the big forearm. And now going up to the top rope right here. Might be looking for that 450 splash. Reconnect right here. This could be it. And there it is, but cannot hit. Dirty Sanchez going up to the top rope. And, oh, went for the tadpole splash, but nobody home. Max Phantom now going for the springboard. Not enough as a kick out. And now, oh, a drop kick to the back right there. He goes down. A couple of counters right there by Dirty Sanchez, and another drop kick, but Max Phantom rolls out of it right there, rolls out of the way. And now look at this. Big neck breaker coming, but Dirty Sanchez pushes him off right here. A lot of people going for Dirty Sanchez as late. The underdog starting to get his wings under him. And now Dirty Sanchez trying to make a comeback right here. Max Phantom shoots him off again. The crowd here, Malone saying that they're not worthy here tonight. And, well, famous words of Hector Hernandez, they're worth everything because they paid for their tickets, so they're worth the price of admission. And now, Dirty Sanchez with a big punch to the face right there. This could be the knockout punch that he needs. 1, 2, and a kick out. Matchup does continue here tonight. And now Dirty Sanchez missed that one right there again as Max Phantom countering out again. Going to the middle rope this time. Let's see what he's looking for. And Axe handle smash miss as Dirty Sanchez moves out of the way. And another kick out right there by Max Phantom. And big kick to the head right here. A couple of them. And now Dirty Sanchez might be in a little bit of trouble right here. As a kick to the back of the head. A stomp anyway. Now trying to turn him over right there, but goes to the outside. Max Phantom going up to the top rope. Let's see if he's going to fly. And he does. And a crossbody on the outside. Not a false count anywhere matchup. Traditional style matchup here tonight for these two men in the ring. And now Max Phantom, the hell was that? He kind of slipped down there. It looked like Dirty Sanchez might have pushed him, but I don't think he had enough to take him down. Oh, and what a powerbomb right there on the outside. And now Dirty Sanchez looking to fly on the outside. And, oh, he got caught. got caught. And, before the powerbomb could get settled, he fights out of it. Looks like a calf crusher on the outside. Even if Dirty Sanchez was to tap out, you have to tap out inside the ring right here now. Max Phantom looking to finish off the Dirty One here on the outside. And, oh, look at this now. Hits him right there with a clash. Up to a 5 count here. Dirty Sanchez is motionless on the outside. You better wake up before they count him out. Up to an 8 count. I don't think he's going to make that count. 8 count, and now the referee giving him a chance to get up and get back on the vertical base. And well, he runs all the way around. I don't know if he's concussed or not, but meets the count of 9. And Max Phantom now able to take him down again. Dirty Sanchez rolls out of the ring again. Oh, look at this now. Roll up attempt right here for the victory right here. Max Phantom. Look to the leg. 1, 2, and 3. And Dirty Sanchez steals one here tonight against Max Phantom. And Max Phantom is irate as Dirty Sanchez seemed to be defeated here tonight. And, well, it's not meant to be, as this man right here able to pick up a big victory. Watch the replays of this matchup. It was kind of back and forth. Then towards the end, Max Phantom looked like he might have had it in the bag. Then they went to the outside. This should have been a Rage Rules matchup here tonight. It would have been pretty damn good. And Dirty Sanchez and Max Phantom just going at it here tonight. Dirty Sanchez with a dirty roll-up, and he wins it. Everybody's happy here tonight in Milan. We'll be right back with more Wednesday night version of Rage right after this.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Maryland, weighing in at 250 pounds, Sinister Michael Perry.
All right, here he comes, the X Division champion, and he doesn't even show up with the damn title. Don't know what the hell's going on. I know what it is. It's underneath that damn trench coat. As Perry makes his way down to the ring, and he'll face DeAndre Otunga this Saturday at Empire Rising. And now we get ready.
And his opponent from Jackson, Mississippi, weighing in at 258 pounds, wonderful
Well, famous Joe making his way down the ring, not too happy about the remarks that Perry had to say that actually got banned from his Twitter account. WFA official stepped in and made him delete that ugly text. All right, the temperatures have flared up, and now we're off and running here. Famous Joe and Sinister Perry. Oh, what an uppercut! Now look at this, insecurity from Sinister Perry, showing off that athleticism after, he's about 7 foot tall. Got a big knee right into the left shoulder. And now look at this, that stupid ass move. Well, it's not that stupid, I guess. It was an elbow that connected. These two men going to the outside here. Of course, not a Rage Rules matchup here tonight. What the hell? Joe slipped to the outside because he thought Perry was still out there. Didn't see his big ass going to the ring right here. Now they're going to tie up inside the ring here. We are live on YouTube TV, Wednesday version of Rage. Brought to you by Lucio Hot Dogs, the All-American Hot Dog. Now Perry and Joe going into a slugfest right here. And that's the last thing you want to do with Joe is go into a slugfest, because this guy has those big hammer shots right there. And look at the strength of famous Joe right here, taking no pity on Perry, especially after the ugly remarks that he made against him earlier this afternoon. And the tie-up right here between these two men.
Here is your winner, Sinister Michael.
Citizen Perry hit him with that soul snatcher. And apologies, we got a phone call coming in, and we have to take it. And well, now we're back here in the program as this was supposed to be a contract signing between these two women, and I mean they're going at it. They didn't even get a chance to sign this damn contract, and the WFA officials are making their way down here to the ring. Making their way down the ring is Michelle beating the hell out of Barbie here tonight. And now, beat the hell out of her with a kendo stick. At least she's going to try to right here. And, well, Barbie turning the tables right here. And, I mean, it's pandemonium here tonight. And Barbie tries to jump off. Nothing doing right there. And now Michelle going back outside for that kendo stick. She was trying to destroy her opponent before the matchup even starts this coming Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. And everybody's disappointed about Perry's matchup with Famous Joe. And, Famous Joe made some remarks back saying that he stunk. And, well, we'll be right back as the security team's making their way down to the ring. What a blunder that one was right there. Now we get ready as Gunner and Ike Iona will go at it one-on-one here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 225 pounds, Super Smooth MJ.
All right. The Gunner Dynasty out here with MJ Gunner, who will face Dave Danger for that United States Championship this weekend. Saw that brutal attack this past week by Gunner and by Baki. Gunner looks like he means business tonight as Tiffany Diaz making her way down to the ring alongside MJ Strongberg and DeAndre Otunga, who doesn't look too good here as he lost that match. He looks sick to his stomach right here. Damn game glitching out, TJ. But I do digress.
And his opponent from Honolulu, Hawaii, weighing in at 121 pounds, the worldwide extreme champion, Ike Umar.
All right. Ike Iona making his way down to the ring. We're going to pretend that X Division Championship is not on Ike Iona's waist right here. I don't know what the hell's going on. We'll have to fix that before the pay-per-view starts. That's for damn sure. And right now, Ike Iona making his way to the ring. And usually, Gunner sets himself up with a pretty easy matchup, to say the least. But tonight, officials have made it clear that they want him to face somebody with a little bit of pizzazz here, and that's going to be Ike Iona. And now a tie-up right here. And the fans here in Milan all fired up for this matchup. Then coming up next, we do have that six-man tag team matchup between the A-listers and Wes Douglas making a reunion versus Smoke and the Reapers here tonight. So that'll be an interesting matchup. Six-man tag team matchup. Could be a marathon as believe the last time we had a six-man tag team match, it only took about 45 minutes to get through it. So let's pray that it doesn't last 45 minutes. But nonetheless, we are here watching this matchup between these two superstars here, both very Mikey Ono taking down Gunner here, former Undisputed Dynasty champion and former United States championship. He had a horrible week. He lost the United States championship to Dave Danger, then lost the rubber match, well, not even the rubber match, the rematch to Wes Douglas. So that puts him out of the title picture, and that puts Smoke in there after a triple threat match. And the roundhouse kick connects. 1, 2, and a kick out right here. And now Gunner trying to make a comeback here against Ike, and a tornado DDT connects. Irish whip right here, and a nice not going for a... He was going for another Hurricane Runner right there, but went to the well too many times. And now, almost a Blue Thunder Bomb right there. Look at the leg right here. 1, 2, and 3. And Ike Ono puts away MJ Gunner here tonight. And, well, Dave Danger's got to be laughing about that as MJ Gunner MJ Gunner fell short of Ike Ono here tonight, and Ike Ono wins it right here.
Here's your winner.
So a big victory for Ike Ono, the Island Boy. We're back to the main event. A-listers versus the Reapers. All right, it's main event time here on the program.
The following contest is a six-man tag team match. And at a combined weight of 429 pounds, Homeboy Hernandez.
And here they come, the A-listers. Both Hall of Famers, the world undisputed tag team champions, Hector Hernandez and Angelo. And of course, in the back of Hector's mind right now, thinking about that baby mama drama that he has going on. And of course, their tag team partner right here, reuniting with the A-listers here tonight. This man right here is another Hall of Famer in Wes Douglas, the undisputed Dynasty champion, who will face Smoke this Saturday at Empire Rising.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 245 pounds, the undisputed wrestling champion, the future Wesley Douglas.
Wes Douglas, iconic Wes Douglas as he calls himself. Barbie's not out here with him tonight. Here they come, the number one contenders.
And at a combined weight of 552 pounds, the Grim Reaper and the Ghost, Psycho Lucchese, Retribution.
The Ghostface Reapers making their way down to the ring. They want a lot of retribution versus the A-listers, and they'll have their chance this Saturday live at Empire Rising in a ladder match, ladies and gentlemen, and that's going to be epic. Now we get ready as Smoke will make his way down to the ring.
174 pounds, Smoke.
Smoke coming out here with a Kitty Adams as keeping all the women away from ringside. As it's supposed to be ugly. It's supposed to get dirty here tonight. And well, Smoke making his way down to the ring, and he's laser focused to get that championship. And a lot of people have prophesied this in the past that he is a future world heavyweight champion, and he's done most of it all. He's been a undisputed international champion. He's been a Riot champion. He's been a United States champion, an X Division champion. He was the last longest reigning champion, second longest reigning champion, of course. The first, the longest ever reigning champion was Amir, who was not in action tonight. But he will be in action at the pay-per-view as a fatal four-way matchup will happen for the European Championship. Amir will take on Josh Moskoff. And of course, the new champion, Gangrel, and another one to be announced this Saturday. So I imagine it'll be two Europeans and two Americans in that matchup, fatal four-way matchup this Saturday. And we're main event time. We're off and running to be Coffin and Angelo in this matchup tonight. As of course, Angelo got the better of Coffin last week. Actually, it was I don't even remember. Let's take a look-see here. It was actually Hector getting beat by Coffin, and then Angelo. Don't have it on my card. I don't know what the hell happened, but well, nonetheless, they've been at each other's throats, both A-listers and Reapers. The traditional style tag team matchup, of course, only one member of each team can be legal at a time. Inverted DDT connects right there. Big Thunder's clothesline connects. Hector Hernandez gets the tag in and going after Coffin. They had that matchup earlier on last week. Of course, Coffin came away with that victory, and of course, it's noted that Hector defeated both Lucho and Coffin in a handicap match in order to get those tag team title match to get the shot. And a nice head scissor takedown by Hector. Always unpredictable right here. Of course, he's in a slew of trouble with Dastardly right now. Well, that's another story for another time as that saga continues. And now Hector, let's see. Big elbow connects right there by Coffin. He dumps him right there like a bad habit and finally gets a tag out. And now Lucha will get the tag in. The other half of the Ghostface Reapers goes underneath, and Lucha very dangerous and a back body drop right there. And now a big knee coming to the head of Hector, and he goes down. Now a hook to the leg right here. And we do want to give a big shout out going out to TJ watching, and a big shout out to Angelo as well. Big shout out to Wes, and a big shout out to our good friend Lucho watching down in Florida in this matchup, and also a big shout out going out to Matt watching down in St. Louis. You missed the shout outs in the last matchup to Matt, so apologize for that, Matt, but welcome in to Wednesday night version of Rage. And now Smoke gets a tag in right here. The wild card right here is not a part of the Ghostface Reapers, but tonight he is tagging with them, and it kind of makes sense the way it all fell together. The A-listers back again, full force. Wes, Angelo, and Hector. Well, maybe not full force, of course, missing people like Baki and Gunner and others that were the original A-listers, but I do digress. But tonight, that's as good as it's going to get. And the fans are eating up here in Milan, and of course, a homecoming for Angelo, who is just from down the road right here in Naples, Italy. So a big shout out to all of the Angelos here tonight, watching not only in the arena but around the world. And nice snap suplex right there by Hector. And I'm surprised Wes Douglas hasn't got a tag in right now to kind of get a preview of what's to happen this Saturday between him and Smoke. And now, oh, look at this. We've seen this plenty of times before. Smoke, oh, with a thunderous clothesline right there, and down goes Hector. And now going up to the top right here, but now Angelo gets a tag in here. And this will drop kick right there to Hector, but oh, look at this, a dream catcher caught right in the middle, and Smoke has nowhere to go right here, but here comes Coffin to bail him out. And thank God he did, because if not, it would have been disastrous and perhaps a quick victory here for the A-listers here tonight. Atomic drop right here by Smoke. And a big fight field here tonight in Milan, Italy, between these 6 competitors here tonight. It's going to be one hell of a pay-per-view this Saturday at Empire Rising live from Rome. And you've seen the poster of Wes Douglas with London falling behind him. And a nice missile drop kick on Angelo. Hook in the leg right here. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. So the matchup does continue here. Main event time. Chad Kettleman at ringside. Brought to you by Lucho Hot Dogs, the All-American Hot Dog, for Wednesday Night Rage here tonight. And now look at this. Takes him down right there. And a tag in finally to Wes Douglas. And, you know, just like Wes trying to take advantage of the situation. And he does a leg drop from the springboard. And now going to the middle rope again. And goes for the big knee right there. Vintage Wes right here. The Undisputed Dynasty champion here. Iconic Wes. Going after Smoke here tonight. And that's a preview of what's to come this Saturday. And Smoke now trying to retaliate right here. And a big roll-up right here on the champion. 1, and a kick out quickly at 1. And now going to the corner is Smoke. Might be a tag in at John Coffin. And it is not. As Smoke throwing. Oh, he threw Wes right into that corner right there. Shoulder first. And here comes Coffin now. With Wes in the corner here. And also, it's important to note that Coffin is a current money heist holder, so he could actually cash in any time, especially tonight. If Wes puts himself in a pickle, he could ask the referee to make it into a title matchup, and they would go at it tonight. But now Wes, look at this, hyperextending the left knee of John Coffin. And now look at this. There's 1. There's 2. And Wes taking Coffin down to the Three River City. Three River suplex connects right there. Hook of the leg. Could this be it right here? 1, 2. And Lucho quickly breaks it up at the count of 2. And Wes Douglas didn't like that one bit. And now look at this. Might be going for a franchise tag. And that's exactly what he's going for, Nathan X. But it's not going to do him any good right here because John Coffin is still the legal man right here. Nice jawbreaker right there by Wes Douglas. Oh, man, what a face buster right there. I think Coffin's been busted wide open against the good eye right here tonight. So look at him covering his face right there and a roll-up right there by Smoke. And then he counters, and then Lucho right there to break it out. So a lot of back and forth here tonight. And my goodness, we're going to see this suplex right here in the hardest part of the ring, and then we're going to pan in because I see something at ringside. That looks like, I think that's Little William. Little William's here at ringside. Our European version of Little Will. So Little William here at ringside watching. And now throws him towards that barricade, and the matchup still continues here tonight up to a 5 count here. We don't want to count out up to a 6 count here. Will Wes go back into the ring? We'll get a cheap shot right here, try to get a cheap victory, and I think that's exactly what he's going to do right here. Gets a steel steps up to an 8 count now. Referee warning both men to get back in the ring now, and they're both going to run in here. And, oh, they just made it in the nick of time right here. I thought perhaps Smoke ran into the Coffin, but able to get back in the ring right here now. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Tapper snap right here on the challenger, and he ends up rolling out of it right there, and that's a way to get out of it right there. But will he get out of it this Saturday? live on pay-per-view, and another facebuster this time to Smoke. And now these two right here, preview of the main event this Saturday, live on YouTube pay-per-view, and Wes Douglas going after Smoke now and tagging in Angelo once again. Hector has not been in this matchup since that one time he got tagged in, and now Angelo saying this is the end right here. Yeah, he's getting a little loose right here tonight. Humble narrator himself. Oh, but he slips up right there, and Smoke goes in the corner with him. Stomping away, stomping a mud hole, and walking it dry here tonight. And all we're needing now is a flatliner, but it doesn't hit. And now look at this. Taste of sophistication, but it gets countered by Smoke. The crowd on their feet here tonight for the hometown hero, Angelo. Oh, and look at that. Bicycle kick right into the jaw. 1, 2, and oh, I thought that was it right there, but the matchup does continue as a shoulder up right at the last second by Angelo. And he went for his own version of that kick right there, but Smoke somehow gets to the outside, and now that's chopped right here by the humble narrator himself, Angelo. And an inverted DDT again, and Smoke is busted wide open, and now I think Hector wants back in this matchup. No, it's going to be Wes trying to pick up the pieces right here, trying to size up Smoke, trying to put some fear in his opponent for this weekend, but not sure if it's going to help because Smoke doesn't give a damn about anybody or anything. And that's why he's such a great athlete. Lucho gets a tumble to the outside. Wes now fighting off Smoke here. Not sure what he's looking for here. He's going to pick him up. Maybe a stun gun. No, it's going to be a shoulder tackle right there. Now showing off to the crowd here in Milan. And the arrogance of Wes Douglas. He's never been the world heavyweight champion, and now he's soaking it all in, if I can say so myself. And he's a proud champion. I mean, maybe he's not arrogant. Maybe he's just a proud champion. And now look at this. Double team now from the A-listers. Double suplex coming on Smoke. And Angelo back in the ring now. Oh, look at this now. Hector wants to get back in this matchup. So Hector getting his wits about him. And he actually really... Oh, and he hits a super kick right there. And now setting up for the HKO right here. The homie knockout, and he does connect. HKO connects right there. This could be it for Smoke. He's been battered and bruised here tonight. 1, 2, and the A-listers are going to win this matchup. Could this be the momentum they need for this Saturday? The tag team champions put one over on the number one contender for Wes's Undisputed Dynasty Championship in a pretty damn good main event here, but the A-listers had a plan, executed it to the fullest, and tonight they are winners here in Milan, Italy, and Hector's not only happy, Wes is happy, but the hometown kid, Angelo, is the happiest. See that big smile on his face here against his home crowd here in Milan, Italy. Of course, growing up in Naples, just down the road, but it's still homecoming. Don't care what you say. And now look at this, franchise tag on Lucio. Then we fast forward right here, and I thought this was it right here. I thought that was a big bicycle kick right there for the end right there. And then Hector got in there with a super kick, and then it hits right here, the HKO. I just got a text message from an unknown number that said, "Way to go, baby daddy." Must be Dastardly. But Hector wins it for the A-listers here tonight with the help of Wes and Angelo, the three Hall of Famers. Big and successful tonight. Seems like old times for the A-listers. This has been a presentation of Tuesday Night Rage on a Wednesday. For Chad Cattleman, we say goodnight here from Milan, Italy. We'll see you this Saturday for Empire Rising. The A-listers on top. The World Tag Team, the Undisputed Tag Team Champions and the Undisputed Dynasty Champion